would like to have that straightened out and everything, because I don't get how you can claim that the basement wasn't sold to Lou in the state that it was, with a fireplace down there. It was clearly intended sold as habitable areas. I just recently had his hired construction guy, clean yard guy, whatever, come around, destroying my property.
Doing what?
Destroying my property, cutting my ropes, fucking stuff I've weaved and had fucking enjoyment that I've done effort to fucking hang up there and enjoy. Like it's a forcible eviction. Like you guys are maliciously abusing process on behest of this woman over here because she had a problem with me listening to music, forcing me out of my residence as you directed me last time that I could not be in the basement despite this house being sold as it is. Yes.
No, I'm just sorry.
I can't see how you can say what is allowed to be in the basement, but as it is sold with this fireplace down here, it was clearly intended for habitation. That window, I can sure well climb out of. It's in his room. If we had to, we could easily break through these walls.
Okay.
If this house was on fire.
Let him talk.
Yeah, I assume it's bare bedroom.
Okay, so is your stuff up there then? I take it. Can you show me where? Can you show me where your bedroom
I
is?
haven't made it yet today. Let's put it like that.
That's fine. Can you just show it to me real quick so I go to the right bedroom?
Yeah.
So it looks like all your stuff's still down here.
Yeah, it is.
So you just come down and get clothes every morning instead of moving everything upstairs?
He didn't turn the air conditioning on. But I spend most of my time on the computer. I have a business. Although I wasn't doing business for anything. How many guys are so big? Hey, thanks for coming in.
Do you sleep out here, Johnny?
Yep. Which means you guys have necessitated my relocation costs, and you're allowing this house to be certified as habitable.
This isn't habitable. This is condemnable, not habitable.
Huh.
There's 100 reasons.
Abusive process,
A city ordinance. I can show you
They're all
abusive
online.
process,
You
and
can look
harassment.
Open to the
Go ahead.
public. You can get online and check it out. Chapter 45.
What is the problem with the basement being habitable?
Emergency egress. Don't have any.
In an emergency, which would be the house on fire,
Oh, sorry.
there's no reason
I
why
forgot to get the picture.
we could not bash through any of these thin walls, the doors, break through the glass window in David's
He's already explained
room.
everything to you when we were out here before. We're not
And
holding
get out.
court here.
I don't want to have to take it to court, but
That's why we're trying to explain everything to you, and then you wanted to argue with us. We're telling you what the
I have requested
ordinances state.
that we be provided just relocation costs, as we've already had to relocate out of our room. That is labors that the federal law states I cannot be compelled any labors without
Good.
just compensation. That is a federal crime. And I have a crippled body. I do not need to be compelled to do uncompensated labors.
Yes, I
My fiance has a rare disorder, which requires safe conditions. So if you're jeopardizing her welfare in furtherance of malicious abusive process to try and force us out of a place just because the former city commissioner wanted to harass us, that is treason.
I talked to a fellow inspector. I got my information mixed up. Okay.
There, terroristic abuse, reckless endangerment, harassment. It started off with her illegal intimidation, with me stepping out in the backyard, listening to music on my phone. She didn't want to hear it. Started yelling at me, saying I have to turn it down or she's going to make my life a living hell. That's the first thing out of her mouth as soon as she didn't get her way. And the fact that this followed subsequently, immediately, I've already talked with the city auditors.
So, okay. Yes. So you are the owner of the property.
Yes.
You are on the deed. So anything, any fines that will be incurred or anything?
So do you own it or is he? I've never been.
He owns it. I have been renting. I've already been put out of my room that was downstairs.
So,
Correct. That's how you met him, was an ad on Craigslist.
Correct.
Okay.
What's the process?
How long have you lived here?
About 5-6 months.
and have him serve papers.
Relocation fees just to come here and then come back. Mental anguish. He would supposedly
Where did you come here from?
from Pontiac.
Oh. Why'd you move here from Pontiac?
Cheaper.
How much you have to pay for
I was
rent
working
here?
out here. $300.
Probably cheaper.
But right now I'm dealing with nonsense, malicious prosecution out in Pontiac over driving on a license that was supposedly suspended when I had on hand the paperwork that they vacated that suspension because it was a wrongful ticket that was pushed through in my absence for driving without insurance,
You didn't show up.
that I did have
You
insurance.
show up for
I was out of state after being threatened and
Did you let the
intimidated.
courts know you were out of state?
I was fleeing for my life.
So no.
I was being threatened with death threats. Stalked 2 hours away with more death threats. In furtherance of Andrea Donahue and her family.
Are we done or we still got more stuff?
Nope, we're done.
All right, man.
So,
Take care.